Yeah, I've taken thousands of people up, and 90% of them are afraid that they're going to go up. And then once they get up, it's so stable and so calm that in a few seconds they lose that fear. It's amazing how calm and stable it is, and how unfearful it is. I had some psychologists explain this to me one time, that on a building, I look over a building and my stomach does about 3 flips, and so it scares me. But now in the balloon, now on the building, you're attached to the ground, and your brain knows how high you are. Maybe not in feet, but it knows you're way up there and you could die. God gave us a fear of heights. And so everybody asks me, what's going to happen? They're all shaking when they get in. But in the balloon, you're not attached to the ground. You're not attached to anything. Your brain looks down. Your brain goes, is that a weed or a tree or a bush? Oh, I don't know. I guess I'm not afraid. So that's usually what happens with the passenger ride business. Now I've taken people that a couple of times that just couldn't do it, had to get out. And I've had people, the kids, a lot of times they'll pass out because they get hyperventilated. But unusual.
And heard so many unique stories of pilots and passenger experiences, and I think one of my favorites was I was flying up in Taos, over the Taos Gorge. It was a commercial balloon venture, so there's a bunch of tourists in the basket with me. It's a big balloon with a large basket. There's maybe 15 other people in there, families from different places and whatnot. And there was a kid who's probably like 10 to 12 years old, and we're probably 3,000 feet above ground level, and he starts asking the pilot questions about what happens if the tank explodes, and like what happens if the balloon starts on fire and stuff. And there's all these other people on board. Some of them might, be nervous, but didn't want to hear those kinds of thoughts being put in their heads while they're experiencing ballooning for the first time. And I got such a kick out of it, because this child is just like asking all the wrong questions at the wrong time, and the mom intervenes and is like, this is not the time or the place for that. Is an on the ground discussion. Those are on the ground questions. I like that. Like, I like that memory because it was silly, it was dark, it was like, we're all in a balloon, we're all thousands of feet up in the air, and this kid is just, no filter, curious.